This day 792 of the Arukh HaShulchan Yomi. If you'd like to sponsor, come share more of the Arukh HaShulchan Yomi, please come me directly, very greatly appreciated. Today we're doing some in Tov Tzadi Ches, Steve Tes. No, I'm sorry, Tov Tzadi Ches, Steve Gimel. Tov Tzadi Ches, Steve Ches. Showing knives on Yontif. Katie Yesu, Yerel Tamachach Tamachach as Latzmos, Asaki Tamachach and knife himself. Which says Tamachach will show to another Tamachach. Latzmo Encha Shum Chashafil Tam Mosh Lamor. To show it to himself, it's not a problem, even according to the Baal Amor's interpretation. That he said, because it's like Rias Mumin Shel Bechor, and it's like so it looks like Tikkun. You're being misakin something. It doesn't look, I guess, himself. And it's not Inkan Tikkun Kli. It doesn't look like you're being misakin. And Levara Suffolk looks like you're just clarifying the doubt. And then you can lend it to others. Look at the knife, then lend it to another person. Because I made a mother see file. So in our day and age, when every shochet looks at his own knife, anybody wants to show Yontif, check his knife from Erev Yontif, lo be Yontif, not on Yontif. So show me a shchizenu, because my kind of sharpen it. Me lo but come Erev Yontif. If you enter before Yontif, it's a dire straits. You can check it on Yontif itself. I can show it. Nearly talking Perusho. Seems to me this was a shot in the Ramah, says Arukh HaShulchan. Body Gamas Banashas, even by the Gemara, Machuyev Lamido, Erev Yontif. You have to actually check it on Erev Yontif and make sure it's good. The Abdika lo haya mo'ila below Riyas Chacham. But the Abdika was not effective without the coup de grace of the Chacham looking at it. Ba'korchot tzarich la'arosa me'erev Yontif, the Yontif osu mitam shizbar. Have shown Erev Yontif because the Yontif itzasa, as we have seen. But now that you're looking for yourself, hello, yachol amido me'erev Yontif, you can make sure it's properly set up for Yontif. Local Yontif, check Yontif. Yimutov, if it's good, yishchol till shech, and lav lo yishchol. If not, he won't shech. The same idea ain't okay. Says no, it's not true. Even beside the Gamatay is chashash shemish chizenim ain't a time chacham. All today there's a chashash, a possibility he might come to sharpen it if he's not a tam chacham. If he's a tam chacham, lo malach nis that's mozeh. And even his time chacham, why should himself in doubt that maybe he's going to actually sharpen the knife? Shem ain't a tam chacham. Maybe it's not really a tam chacham. Okay. The Prima Gaim says if he's a Rav and a Gadol Ador, he can check for himself and shecht and loan others. But I guess not everybody should assume that he's a Gadol Ador. Boasting the Mari as in the Moshe says the Biyevich Lobot Kurev Yotzu Shasat Chak. So they didn't check it for Yontif, and it's a dire circumstance. You can check it on Yontif. So the okay. The Mishnah Berurah says this is assuming that there's no other knife which was checked from Erev Yontif in the city. There's two other interpretations, but even but certainly it's even true according to the opinion of the Rambam that you might find it damaged and go and sharpen it. Now, this is certainly okay with Tam Chacham. I feel even if it's not Tam Chacham, since in our day and age everybody lies in their own bedika, we assume he did it properly. There was no problem that he might come to sharpen it. It's clear that after the shechita you have to check the knife. What's that? You're there, Shem. You're there. See when Vam these bar. You have to mutar choch matlis al hapkima. Tie a cloth over any nick so the nick doesn't come into contact with the neck. Shom. It says in brackets, if he was suddenly Torah's Kamash and Gimel Amog runs on base of Tibur Ramah, Vora Brurim. Okay, evidently there's a problem with the Ramah, and the Abraham raises problems, and the Arukh HaShulchan just resolve them. Bishar Tzin says, after you checked, after the shechita, you can check other animals with this knife, and even if you had a mind in this bika, in that to use it for next time, it's still okay. So I don't know if it's a Rama or it's since you're already checked once, it's good enough. But the checking afterwards is good for the subsequent shchitas, and you have to be chayshish of chashoshes, which we said above. So even though it's at least also rabbanon, and yochel never you could have done yesterday. Certainly the preparations for Ochel Nefesh, you could have done yesterday to me on Torah. Some guys it's forbidden. Mufisa, you should tell the show behema op yontif. As long as a shech the animal or a bird on yontif, helochin hasakin ma'beima ha'ov makam echad me'ev yontif. We should designate everything in a certain place. Me'ev yontif. Yontif v'hol shrei v'shchetem. And the yontif the show will come and shech lo levi ha'beima hasakin it's a shochet, and not to bring the knife and the animal to the shochet. Chazal permitted this. To bring it to the shaykhit, to bring his knife to the animal. The Inyan Hotzah, even though that's Machshiri or Nefesh, the Hotzah and the moving of knife from place to place, Rambam says that in terms of Hotzah, he threw one of the Gamri. They even what you could have done before Yontif, they made it all together. You Yadenu Asuras by Yontif, so our hands should not be tied when it comes to enjoying Yontif. For Hashoim Anu Li. I just had epiphany. The word enjoy and the word oneg are the same word. Oneg. E-N-J. Oneg. Wow. Changes everything. Took me 60 years to realize this, but wow. Okay. Allowed to bring anything you want without any impediment. Therefore, even a kid, which you must take on your shoulder. Although the Arukh HaShulchan says Belishu Mania cloud, Shushan says Uvachia Bo Tzorach Hayom Ktsas. Don't know if that's significant difference, not a significant difference, but there is a difference. Anyway, as he said, I feel with even a kid who can't walk, kid meaning a young goat or young sheep, you can take on your shoulders. In brackets, he says, since it's Ochel Nefesh, Ayin Sham, Sarachim. The Midrabanan Chuyama also comes to have no Sham. Sarachim, because anyway, Midrabanan should be also to carry it. If you could do it, could have done it B'Bod Yom. Hey, Kvanis Verse in Tov Tzadik Hey. It's already been explained. The Muktzah Dachon L'Das Arifa Rambam Chamira Yontif Shabbos. In terms of preparation, so it should be designated ahead of time. Prepare ahead of time. Yontif is more common than Shabbos. The Yontif Aser, and it's Yontif. It's Aser. If you ain't had to shlo beamos, and when Muchanas Yontif, they can only slaughter animals which are prepared for Yontif. Last Hagasham is to tell me they don't necessarily have to be by you constantly. I feel Yontif. Even they go out and they graze outside the Tchum Shabbos, outside 2,000 amos, and they come in at night to within the Tchum. Tchum Shabbos really is not the operative word here, but it happens to be 2,000 amos. The Shabbat says they don't have to come in every day specifically, but even they come occasionally. That's also considered to be Mukhan without any specific designation. So that they come within Tchum they are prepared. He has in mind. But those who graze and which sleep outside the Tchum, if they came Yontif, aim shachtim or some Yontif, we can't shachtim Yontif. They should muktzim because they're considered to be muktzah. And the people of the city had no intent to use them. This is a Mishabur says when they graze outside the entire summer until Cheshvan, and then they come back into the homes for the winter. Be'er Locha writes that if they came Erev Yontif and you knew about them, then they're considered to be Muchanim, even if you didn't designate them, but he's not sure. He says Sarachim Medina. Vavagad Lavachi sorry, mentioned both Chutz Tchum. It's sorry because it came Chutz Tchum. They know came. That's not true. That's not the the zeh ain't it's a rock misha bishlo. It's only prohibition for the person for whom it was came. Avo mutter, but for other people it would be mutter. Motion nichto b'simen tov kuf tes vav, as we shall see. Avo mitam muksa swing achem, but as muksa, because muksa also others as well. Please according to this place can shem atir mukta, according to Posker, who allow muksa on yontuk which have sham, as we were previously. Kam elu mutarim lachem, these are also mutter to other people. Yeshish machmir feel they as elu those who machmir. You're going to spin it. Yeshish kin b'gemara. There is a scenario in the Gemara, the Medami also on the Gross Simukim, which draws an analogy between them and raisins and dates. Ishlacha b'dam, which you pushed off actively. Mekom das rush, the most about opinion came shesh o kimtas b'Gemara, since there are other ways in the Gemara which explain this the other scenarios of the Gemara she'ain the Muslims in which they're not comparable to dates and the raisins. Yesh lokum b'Rabbanan can be mekom b'Rabbanan. Brackets says here I'm a ravasi kandal she'yam shlem michmir. The yam shlem is machmir in yodeh lama yichmir b'Rabbanan. Why do you machmir by the Rabbanan? Neged das a rosh matur against the Russian tour. The Achkam that's Haramon here came, but it seems the Ramah also is Machmir. Below you get Kamasif Gimal, Dibir Machaber, Kmoshi Simitov Tzadikei. He didn't make a note here, and to allow the cows, like he did in Simitov Tzadikei. Shema Yisrael Kama the Kankliyama also. So must he holds according to everybody here, and I guess. Because it's like Rosh Tzimukim. But because of Emas Yisrael, all this is true by an animal which belongs to a Jew. I mean, it's any Yehudi, but an animal non-Jew, it's mutter no matter what. Everything they own doesn't require chana, it doesn't have muksa. Elin came bo b'shul Yisrael, b'yontif, unless they came for the Yisrael on yontif. Does also those shabbat b'shul, because then it's also the person who was brought. Contain habam l'chutzat like anything else which comes chutzat chum. But acherim mutter other people is permissible. I find also called sheiras on this for the entire. All matters the city could go sheivi abeim l'chutzat chum l'shik neno. He brought the animal from outside the chum for somebody to buy. Vayruvi saw, and most of the city are Jewish. So therefore, it was brought for all Jews. Mishad says even 50% of the city is Jewish. That's the Israeli brought it for the Jews. But the city is mostly not Jews. Mutter is permitted. Kmoshis by the same tough kuf that's fuck. Even not sure about it out front of the chum or yes. Such as some animals within the chum, some outside the chum. Mutter is permissible. I feel every bishul even brought for a Jew. The muksa hochim b'sekel. So the muksa is mekel. I've got the chmarim b'savik muchan b'simatov tzadik zayin. Even though savik muchan were machmir, that's when there's a potential the rice involved that you might come kamot say the chitz b'zeh might come on. Lo b'star lo b'savik chutzat chum. Now b'savik came outside for outside chum. David the rabbanon. It's only the rabbinic. Issue still got b'savik chutzat chum. Those are also even in the case of savik of chutzat chum. Bim yodua shevi l'tzar and Yehudi if it's known that it's brought for non-Jew b'chol yom mutter. It's no matter what. Don't ask. Well, how can they acquire the animal on Yontif? The yesh lamash the konas mimena below mekav lo mishcha. Without a transaction and without weight, or the guy gives it to him as a gift. Yeah. Mishul writes that any topic muchan we go to chumrah. Mishnah Berurah says, the Magen Avraham says, you should only make a when there is a non-Jew in the city and the animals which he has inside the chum. Okay, I wonder when last time this Nogea was. I know people actually shach on Yontif. Animals are known that they spend their time outside the chum, and then all of a sudden they found the city. B'yom Sheni, on the second day of Yontif. I say maybe they brought the evening before. And they were out just outside the wall the first day, or before Ben Hashemashos. And mutaros, they're permitted. Mishnah Berurah says in Forshim say when it says Yom Sheni, it should say Yontav Sheni, okay, which we figured out. Koshkein Ashkutos Baboker, so those are Shech in the morning. Shechazaka Miba Erev, Yichnisam, the Toch HaTchum is the assumption that they were brought inside the Chum before, in the, from the evening before. I can't show them. Nish Kosa, those who write that feel beyond Rishon Mutter, B'Sabik Chutz Tchum. Yeah, first day it's Mutter if it's a Sabik Chutz Tchum. For example, this is Vakoyim, like a rather previous Sif, even though you don't have the additional Sfeik of the Yom. And Kosaba Rashba. Rashba writes today. Yishman the Sir Ben Rabbi says, Yom Rishon Yesh LaHachmir. Kam Sabik Chutz Tchum. The Rabbi says, Machmir, Sabik Chutz Tchum on the first day of Yom Tov. Bizbar Mizet, B'Simin Tov Kuv Tez Vav. It's coming out. In the brackets, it says here, Mashkos Vataz, the B'Sheni Lo Shayach Hakol. Lo Shayach Hakol Shachain. Lo Shayach Hakol Shachain. The Kavachomer is not relevant. I don't know why. Hello, Bill. Chutz l'chum rishon mutter. If it comes chutz l'chum barishon, it's mutter b'sheni because I've seen tough kov taz vav. I'm keep going. Misha b'tzarchim. No. It's kosher shkutas b'boiker. Okay, I'm not sure. The Taz has some problem with the fact that it's koshkein. Those get to shechted in the morning. Come in with shechted in the morning the first day. Since they're shechted already, so we assume they're already there for the first day. And the Taz says there's no kosher cake. Okay, in that case I learned it wrong. The shkutas means meat which was shechted the day before. We assume it's right in the city. Ches, Ekashol beyond a calf which is born beyond the animal as a sheet of the mother animal was not designated for shita. Also, shochto can't shech the cat. Mitam muktzah. We know that it's muktzah and it's born. But if it's prepared for achila, mother. We know that its pregnancy is a term. In which case you have to wait 8 days to make sure it's viable. What's the to say you're there? Simon tez vav mutzer shochto. Beyond the Shani, the Meneshu Muchan Agavim Bashida because it's Muchan through its mother. Timir Shoktim Aim Baocha Babitna Gam Hu Mutar Kadim Benga Bukua. And because it was shechted, it was inside the mother's womb when the mother was shechted, it would be mutar because of Allah Ben Bukua. Names the Shlochol of Shem Muktakas. It was never Mukta. Af Lo Shem Noah. It was never Noah. Lo Toldosa Billy Hatter. Its birth was not a brother Hatter because it was Muchan Agavimo. And to find out the mother was actually treifa, and she was not muchenes actually. Wouldn't be permitted with the mother. Never it's mutter because the treifa was prepared for dogs. And which is prepared for dogs is prepared for human beings. The Sharatzin says this specifically talking about vade treifa, definitely treifa. Have a suffix treifa and gave birth a yontif, so it could be that it is it's Noah and muktzah. I'm sure the suffix treifa should be worse. I think it was this one I guess with vade treifa is found only after the no vade treifa because then it's muchan l'klavim, right? So vade treifa is muchan, but if it's a suffix treifa, it's a suffix muchan. Adam some muchan l'klavim, it's nishnei nishtahir, and that's not going to be sufficiently muchan, right? Okay. Last slavery. Last say the muktzah muti goes to hold the muktzah is permitting us. I feel anabay momentus achila, even if the animal is not mother is not destined for consumption. Mutar the calf is mutar. Yesu the mutar I feel no lot aser b'yontiv. And it's far to say that that it's mutar even if was born aser b'yontiv. It's mutar I feel no lot aser b'yontiv. Probably typo. By mutar I feel no b'yontiv. The beta lo shach no lot by calf is no lot. Came and she's het till from gamshu meimu. Yes, it's by mutar its mother's womb. Like she shechted the same, and they shechted the mother. It's the same thing as ben bekua, it seems. The bracket says here, there's places the Ramas Ega, Mayno, Maram Lublin, Marshabi Am Shlomo, Magid Avram, Sigal Ches, Machtzis Shekel, all of which we will not do.